An emotional farewell for Jurgen Klopp as he manages Liverpool for the last time. The end of the trip was as expected for someone so revered. How could there not be tears for a man who trafficked in emotion and transformed Liverpool Football Club, bringing first hope and then glory during his almost 9-year stay? On a sunny Sunday at Anfield, Jurgen Klopp coached Liverpool for the last time with salty tears in his eyes, from the man himself to his players and fans. Klopp announced at the beginning of the year that this season would be his last with Liverpool. He said it was time. Liverpool fans, on the other hand, have since been reluctantly preparing themselves for the day. The club announced on Monday that Arne Slot will replace Klopp after leaving his position at Feyenoord. The Dutch coach will officially take up his position on June 1st, subject to obtaining a work permit. On Sunday, thousands lined the streets as the team bus made its way to Anfield, the air-colored Liverpool red. A mural bearing Klopp's name decorated one of the stands before the match, and fans waved normal flags, in reference to his description of himself in his first press conference as Liverpool coach. "It's really difficult to deal with as a human being," Klopp told Sky Sports ahead of the match of love it gave him. But there was more to come. It was sung throughout the game, Liverpool's 2-0 win over Wolves, and it wasn't about the results. In the last 10 minutes, the fans increased their numbers, to the point where Klopp could no longer hold back his tears. Television cameras showed images of his wife, Ola, who was also crying in the stands. It would be easy to talk about the trophies Liverpool have won since Klopp arrived at Anfield in October 2015, a Premier League title, a Champions League, an FA Cup, 2 League Cups and more, but his impact on the club cannot be quantified. Silverware alone. A man who had a seismic impact on this city and its people, the stadium announcer said as Klopp entered the field to give the post-match presentation. There were many accolades, and arguably there should have been more, losing 2 Champions League finals, losing a Europa League final, and losing the Premier League by 1 point. But for Liverpool fans, the gregarious German has brought joy back to the club, lifting a side that were mid-table when he took over the upper echelons of European football. He created one of the greatest teams in the club's history, a team that won titles, played with verve and, in 2020, ended a 30-year wait for a league title. At the final whistle, Klopp hugged his players, and some of the opposition players as well. Captain Virgil van Dijk looked on the verge of tears when they hugged. "I have no words, it's a very emotional day," Van Dijk told Sky Sports. Upon his arrival, Klopp said he was the normal person, but in reality he is not. "He's definitely the special one," goalkeeper Alisson told Sky Sports afterwards. "I am extremely grateful to have had the opportunity to work under Jurgen Klopp." The matchday program had Danke Jurgen written on the cover. What can Liverpool fans say? "As much as I know that this is the right time for me to leave, I also know that it will take some getting used to," Klopp wrote in his program notes. Liverpool fans, and even the Premier League, will arguably take longer to get used to the post-Klopp era. The stadium remained full after the final whistle as fans stayed to listen to Klopp's farewell speech. "You'll never walk alone," the club anthem rang out across the stadium for the Germans' final time. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who had never played for any other coach, was crying. No one wanted to leave because that meant it was the end. Klopp wrote about the season that promised 4 titles but ended with the League Cup and 3rd place in the league. "This season our goal was to reach the moon and we ended up in the stars. There will never be anyone like Klopp. After all, few managers get to choose their own end in such a high-pressure sport. The Klopp era will not be repeated, Liverpool fans know that, which is why he was given a special tribute."